Very good morning, my dear students. Today lecture on scientific production technology for chili and capsicum. Unit 2, lecture number 8. Hot 211. Introduction of chili. Chili is both a use vegetable crop and spices crop also. This is a botanical name of chili is a capsicum annum family Solanaceae. Origin place of chili is Mexico. Chromosome number is a 2n is equal to 24. It is rich source of vitamin C and A. It's a very important crops for vitamin A and C. Both chili and capsicum belongs to some genus Capsicum also, and both chili and capsicum have bidirectional root systems. Is a heavy root systems for the root zones, and green chili is the rich in rutin. Rutins is a pharmaceuticals use of the chili contains. Pharmaceuticals uses is very important for the medicinal and aromatics purpose also. India is a highest producer, consumer and exporters in chili of the world, and highest productivity is Andhra Pradesh of chili. China is a highest producer of capsicum, and Himachal Pradesh leading supplier of capsicum in off-season vegetable production of the capsicum. Capsicum is the very important and leading crops in Himachal Pradesh for the protected cultivation in the Himachal Pradesh states. And Ponseti brought the capsicum species from the Brazil to belongs to during in 16th century of 1584 by the Portuguese to introduce in India. Red color presents by the capsanthin is a chemical formula of the C14, C40, H56 and O3, and capsorubins also. This is red color presents by the capsanthin. Pungency in chili is due to alkaloids capsaicin. Capsaicin is responsible for the pungency of chili. Its also chemical formula is the C18H27NO3. Capsaicin is a present of the green chili 160 to 110 210 milligram per 100 grams of fruits, edible fruits, and ripe fruits 113 to 160 milligrams per 100 grams of edible chili consumptible. And capsaicin and capsanthin is the constitution product of 3-hydroxy 4-methoxyvanillin, benzylamine, and D-cyclinic acid, which produce highly irritating and vapor on the heating. It's very sensitive to the highly irritating vaporing on the heats. It's next is the foods and beverage industries can be used to oleoresin from the collect from the capsaicin and capsaicin, and better distribution of the color and flavor also used for the spices also. And this is different part of the chili and capsicum flowers and fruit also. This is a seeds and pericarps and placenta also. And capsicum glands is important for the um, fiber materials. And flower is a this is a often pollinated crops, and chili is also self-pollinated, and also including in the crops for the often cross-pollinated crop also. What is the difference between the chili and capsicum? Chili is botanically capsicum frutescens. Capsicum frutescens as a known as also hot pepper, and capsicum is a botanically Capsicum annum known as sweet or bell pepper also. This is a chili perennial in nature, white colored flowers, borns, first born in cluster and thin fields, growth determinants and more consents, and vitamin C contents is high, self-pollinated, and use a spice also. This is also is the nature of growth is annual in nature, and white, purple, reddish color is a flower. Fruits born slightly and thick peels, and growth indeterminates, less pungent, and vitamin C content is present also is low. This is cross-pollinated or open cross-pollinated, and used as a vegetable like after the cookings or some other uses also. Nutritive value of the chili is the capsicum in the sense of calorie, and calories presence in chilies 40 grams per 100 grams of edible fruits of the chili, and capsicum is the calories the 20 milligrams per 100 grams of edible fruits also. And fat is also present, cholesterol is also present, sodium is also present, rich vitamin C and vitamin A also, and rich vitamin C presence in the chili is a 321 milligrams per 100 gram of edible fruits, and capsicum is a 10 milligram per 100 gram of edible fruits. Capsicum is also presence of vitamin A micrograms of 18 micrograms of vitamin A, and chili and 48 micrograms of vitamin A also. Importance, varieties and recommended area of the chili. First one is importance variety of the Pusa Jwala. All over India is the recommended area is the all over India. The Pusa Sadabahar is all over India is the Pansivan, and all over India is also, and Kosi early and Kosi Mall is important varieties from the Uttarakhand, UP, MP, Bihar and Jharkhand also. And Arka Safal is the Madhya Pradesh, and Maharashtra is the recommended areas. The Arka Lohit is the Arunachal Pradesh, Karnataka, Kerala and Tamil Nadu also. Arka Harit is the Harita, Karnataka, Tamil Nadu and Kerala also. And Fule Jyoti and Fule Mukta is the varieties for the recommended areas. The Maharashtra, and CO1, CO2, CO3, CO4 is recommended area of Tamil Nadu also. And some varieties of the capsicum importance is a first one is the Arka Gaurav is the varieties for the release from the IHR Bangalore by the recommended selection from the California's the Wonder. It's a important variety of the capsicum and recommended areas all over India also. And Arka Vasant is the selection from the Shurakan. Shurakan is also varieties of the chili. Arka Mohini is the selection from Taiwan, from the USA. USA is California Wonder is the duration of the crops is very short duration is 140 to 150 days for the harvesting of the crops, completion of the crop also. And some soil and climate of the chili and capsicum. The chili is a well-drained soil for the best of the growing of chili in the rich in organic matter and susceptible to the waterlogging conditions and heavy texture soil, high vegetable growth and yield also. Light texture for the good quality of the fruits of the chili production with a light texture soil presence on the soil for the very good growths and good fruits quality also. Approximate pH of the soil is a suitable conditions of the pH range from the 5 to 6.5 also. And capsicum is a very important crops in best red and alluvial soil and with slightly acidic soil is favorable for the capsicum cultivation, and good fertile soil with the humus are most desirable for the capsicum cultivation of the crop. Climate is a important factors for the chili. Chili is a warm, humid and subtropical regions is a best for the cultivation of the chili, and mean sea level above the 660 meter from the sea level, and optimum temperature is a 15 to 35 degrees centigrade for the successful cultivation of the chili, and temperature beyond 40 degrees centigrade poor in fruit sets and service fruit drop also. And capsicum is a milder climates also. Milder climates, lowland, no high, no low, is favorable for the cultivation of capsicum. And consideration of the pre-pressed and providing shade conditions is beneficial for the successful cultivation of the capsicum during the summer season also. High relative humidity is good for the growth for the crops and fruit set, and not high humidity above the 65% of the relative humidity increasing the yield. Only maximum the 60-65% of the relative humidity best for the fruit sets and increasing the yield also. And growth high relative humidity to prone to foliar and fruit disease like the mildew also infected, and also infected by the anthracnose also due to the high humidity is for the environment. Season of the cultivation of the chili is the main grown during the monsoon or kharif from the June to October is the best for the chili production in regions. Cannot be grown during the winter in North India as the temperature is quite low. Due to the low temperature show slow growth and quit the growth and grown all over India, all over in all the three crops from the June to July and February to March and September October may be part of the country of the India. In approximate three cropping system can be used for the chili. This is a month of the cultivation of chili. Different time and different season after one crop completion for the growing of timing. During the monsoon the crop the mainly red chilies while the other season mainly growth in the green chilies also. In plain and summer crops affected complex virus disease from also. Yes. And capsicum also the prefer the wetter winter or rabi season in open field or protected cultivation also. Summer crops low yield, poor growth and fruit set and serve in virus disease except in hills Himachal Pradesh and Nilgiri Hill also. It is suitable for the lowland for the summer crops and showing done from the seed in month of the March to April. After the 35 to 40 days, this is can be planted for the next main field also. Generally shown in August, autumn, monsoon and autumn winter, and after the monsoon and autumn winter, and November to spring summer can be suitable for the cultivation of the capsicum, and it is a seed rate of the chili 1 to 1.5 kg seed for the sufficient cultivation of the chili for the 1 hectare land, and it is a chili seed rates, and capsicum seed rate is the 150 grams per hectare hybrid seed of suitable for the 1 hectare areas of the capsicum is the open pollinated varieties also is the 300 grams of capsicum seed for the sufficient for the 1 hectare transplanting of the chili and transplanting of the capsicum. Seed treatments can be used for the different disease control and different problem also. Seeds are decided with the thiram carbendazim at the rate of 2 gram per kg of seed for the treatments of seed by thiram capton for the control of dumping of disease in nursery time, and it should be done 6 hours before the sowing. Transplanting and spacing is a transplanted 4 to 6 weeks after the sowing. Seeds required seedlings 50,000 to 60,000 seedlings can be sufficient for the 1 hectare land for the capsicum and chili. Capsicum single seedling is a planting one of the side of the ridge, and generally spacing is 20 into 20, 30 into 30, 45 into 45, 60 into 65, 45 and 60 into 60 centimeter followed depending upon the nature of growth habits also and depend on the varieties. The bell pepper spacing is a 45 into 45 centimeters the follow in the state of the Karnataka. 60 into 45 centimeter spacing is recommended for the successful cultivation of the capsicum. The irrigation of the chili soil with the alluvial water holding capacity of from 100 to 160 mm per meter depth of soil, a light irrigation, third date of transplanting, and thereafter weekly interval can be suitable for the irrigation for successful cultivation of growth and growth of the and cultivation of chili. And gap filling also second irrigation 10 days after the date of plant planting. And date of transplant, DAP, means date of transplanting. And irrigation, drip irrigation can be increased to yield in chili and capsicum also. Capsicum is a irrigated crops in furrow method also in open field condition. It is the required 15 irrigation with consecutive use of the 146 mm of the water for recommended of the successful cultivation of capsicum in open field condition also. This is a nutrients and fertilizer recommended dose of the both the chili and capsicum also. 20 to 25 tons of FIM per hectare during the final plowing, and heavy application of nitrogen and vegetative growth and maturity. It is a nutritions of nitrogen irrigated conditions for the hot pepper 175 kg of nitrogen, and this is irrigated conditions. And rainfed condition is 100 kg of nitrogen, and this is a sweet pepper also nitrogen recommended is a 150 kg of nitrogen. And phosphorus also recommended for the irrigated condition 75 kg, rainfed condition 50 kg, and sweet pepper 75 kg. And potash also 75 kg, 50 kg, and 50 kg for the different irrigated situations and different crops like hot pepper and sweet pepper also. Hot peppers means hot chili or chili, and sweet pepper means capsicum also. This is a different disease can be affected for the crop of chili, and fruit quality and growth of plants. Something whole plant can be affected by the different disease. First disease is importance for the dumping of disease is a very importance for the nursery stage of the crops. This is also due to the excess soil moisture and high humidity, and this is also controlled by the seed treatment with the Capton and Thyram 2 gram per kg of seeds for the successful control of the dumping of disease. And second one is powdery mildew also affected of the chili. This is a symptoms of white powdery coatings appear on leaves, and controlled by the spray of Carathan 0.1% and 0.1% of the Bovestin can be used for the successful control of the powdery mildew of chili and capsicum also. The chili mosaic virus is a very affected, very dangerous for the curling effect of the chili, and this is also controlled by the washing of hand with the soap before the working on seed beds. This is a transmit by hand or whitefly and thrips also. And remove and destructions of the old perennial weeds and near of the seed beds and field also. Please go for the remove of the any type of weed from the field to go for cleanup of soil. Avoid the planting of chili close to cucumber, tomato and tobacco also. This is also affected to different crops also. Use of the insecticide to control of the vector also, to control the disease and by the vector. The chili mosaic virus is the importance to growth of chili, and harvesting and yield also. Picking of green fruits continuous for about 2 months at the interval of 10 to 12 days and interval. They will be fine in 6 picking green chilies for the red ripe fruits also, and drying of red fruits about the 5 to 7 days in of bright sunlight and 3 to 10 days of the sun drying moisture, and will be comes to 80 to 100% of varieties within the pericarps less seed strong to drying of suitable 8 to 10%. And last point is the 3 to 10 days for sun drying moisture content will become 8 to 10% होता है. This is not a 80 to 10, this is a 8 to 10% moisture is present for the drying of fruits. Dry chili the 6% stalk and 40% of pericarps and 56% of seed also presents. Yield is a green chili the 7 to 16 tons per hectare is the irrigated crops, and 1 to 1.5 to 2.5 in the rain-fed conditions also, and dry chili is the 1.5 to 2.5 ton per hectare is the irrigated crops, and 1.5 to 1 ton 2.5 ton per hectare is the rain-fed condition. Bell pepper is the 12 to 20 tons per hectare, and dry chili also 1.5 to 2.5 tons per hectare. Green chili, the dry chili of ratio is the 10:1. It is a importance for the spices or powder also. Yield of fresh green chilies in 3 to 4 times higher than the fresh red ripe chilies, and 6 to 10 times that of dry chilies also. And thank you very much, and go for the detail of cultivation in the book of handbook of horticulture and some other book also referred from the ICAR books also. And thank you very much. Please, any query, any suggestions, go for the comments, and thank you very much.